deemed as a rejump by referee Vic Oliva. As we will restart this contest on the jump once again, it will be NLEX possession to open this game.
It is very obvious. You see the post players from NLEX compared to the big guys of Converge. It's just a stark difference in terms of their height. But what you want to see, especially with NLEX, is using their quickness to blow by. And that is exactly what we saw Bolik do. So it's going to be a micro basketball type of ball game for the Road Warriors. Will they be able to compete against the giants of the Viberxers? That is what we will see all throughout this game.
Oh, how about that? A three-point shot coming from Justin Baltazar. He can make it from there, as he has made two already here in this conference. And that is how Converge will open their scoring. Robert Bolik locates Ramirez. Big man shoots from the outside, also drains it from downtown.
That is part of his arsenal, shooting from the outside. He likes that shot because it can also draw out the bigger defenders. So 5 straight points and 2 straight offensive positive possessions for the Road Warriors.
Okay, we were saying that this will be a battle of the top 2 defensive teams in the league. Well, it is a high-scoring one, as neither team has missed from the field. Arana tying the contest 5. Ramirez looking for a friend. They go back to that post-up, featuring Bolik against Garcia. Bolik with 4 to work with. Mocon, short corner jumper, sweet.
And this is another guy who's playing so well in this conference. He's just playing close to the basket. And his outside shooting is not really a requirement under the system of Coach Jong. What they need is the perpetual motion. A lot of offensive rebounds from JV Mocon.
And JV Mocon just signed a fresh contract with the NLEX Road Warriors. And we're still perfect as Stockton.
Also defense by Torres that time to force that miss.
Oh, nice cut coming from Mocon, and he secures another bucket inside.
And what is the system that they're trying to play? As soon as somebody gets the ball in the post, there are a lot of weak side cutters, and that has been the strength of JV Mocon in this conference.
That's why he was given a fresh contract by the team management, of course, led by Governor Ronald Dulatre. 9-7. Stockton wants the lead though, and he will get the friendly bounce. He will hit the triple.
He was 5 out of 9 in their previous victory against Northport. Scattered a total of 33 big points, and he's not done yet. He's also doing a lot of positive plays here in the first quarter for his team. And speaking of positive plays, 4 points for Bolik. So 3 points in the last game, now with 4 in the opening minutes of the first quarter. So good start for Berto.
I think he assumed that his output, his scoring will not be necessary to score a victory there. So he was able to just play make, allow the other players to get their shine, as Garcia joins the scoring parade in this hot start for Converge.
Just a lot of points here for Converge. Where's the defense of NLEX? I'm sure Coach Jong Wichiko isn't happy to trade baskets at this point.
You can ask both coaches where the defense is at the start of this matchup. Bahio, that's his spot, and he will make the basket from the elbow. And it is tracked down by the veteran, Kevin Racal. Garcia. 3-point shot. It's gone. What a confidence show coming from the young gun.
Supreme indeed. That confidence from the 3-point area in transition is given the green light, and he did not disappoint his coaches.
The kid from Angeles City, Pampanga, showing us what he can do. Robert Bolik, still empty from the 4-point range. Garcia catches. Oh, almost finishing against Robert Bolik, but you want him taking that challenge, as they still lead by 2 here, 15-13. Oh, another turnover. It is recovered, though, by Ramirez, who hits the layup.
Bolik had a 28-point performance because it was necessary for him to ask for the ball, demand it at times because they badly needed it. He shot 10 out of 14 from the field for 71%. In their previous game, the other guys were connecting. We know that he can score, but the other aspect wherein it's up there in terms of his ability is his spatial awareness. He knows exactly where his open teammates are. And
Coach, if you remember that NLEX game against Barangay Ginebra, JV Bahio did a masterful job of making life difficult for Japet Aguilar. So he knows how to defend bigger players as we have this nice connection between the two bigs. High-low play there, working out. Semerad scoring inside.
Just taking advantage of their perceived go-to or edge. The 16.3 of Alex Stockton.
Fake handoff coming from Bajío. Now he's testing the defense. Converge inside, and this will be another outside shot, courtesy of Semerad. Everyone chipping in for the NLEX Road Warriors.
And that is more like it. We're used to seeing him camping out in the corner and just waiting for the ball to get to him, and he will just launch it. And he nails it. 5 points in the last 2 possessions for Anthony Semerad.
8-point lead, the biggest of the matchup so far for the Road Warriors. Baltazar given space, and he makes them pay.
His first basket was a 3-pointer. The second one was a 17-foot J. So 5 points for Justin Baltazar in this game.
Bolic still not getting any rest alongside Mocon and Bajío. Now it's Matt Nieto relocating Bolic. Another pocket pass to the corner. We go. Semerad, another three. It's good again.
Sensational execution for the NLEX Road Warriors, understanding the strength of individuals. Back-to-back for Anthony Semerad. In the last 3 possessions, 8 total points for Anthony.
But how about the playmaking from Bajío as well? I think that is one of the things that has earned him a bigger role. What a block coming from Robert Bolic. Baltazar goes on the drive, and he will finish on the help of Baltazar, and then immediately throw it to the side to Anthony Semerad, who has come off the bench, and now he is actually their leading scorer with a 7-point lead for NLEX, 28-21. Gets it on the switch. Deshaun, tight pass inside. Jackson Corpus scores 2. Five-point advantage for the Road Warriors. Fajardo hands it off to Kevin Alas. Now Semerad goes on the drive. Semerad mishandled on the way up. Couple of misses right in that spot for NLEX. Meanwhile, they will get the stop here. And they're on the run now. Dominic Fajardo drives. Oh, that ball is taken away but recovered. 3-point shot is open and secured by Kevin Alas. Announcement of the final 12 for Gilas Pilipinas. And you can catch all the action on One Sports Plus, and Filipinas Live. Jumper works for Deshaun Winston. Winston, Corpus, Arana, De Los Santos, Suerte the 5 for Converge. De Los Santos to the corner. Suerte, 3-point shot is good.
And it's just the swarming defense by NLEX, making it so difficult for Arana to manufacture a basket. But lucky loose ball recovery by Shawnee Winston, scoring on an unmolested layup.
We now have a report from Bell.
After giving up 31 points in the first quarter, there was a call in Converge's most recent huddle to read NLEX's defense better. Coach Franco thinks they've either been forcing things or not taking advantage of certain aspects. He believes Arana has been attracting too much defense and would like to see his shooters position themselves better, be ready, and not hesitate to take their own shots. Back to you, gentlemen.
Deshaun Winston is not hesitating. That is not in his vocabulary as he ties the contest at 32 apiece. He has 8 points in the game coming off the bench.
That's a very good read by Coach Franco and the coaching staff of the Viberxers. Everybody is just collapsing on Arana, and it is imperative for the shooters to start knocking down shots from the perimeter.
Winston goes to Stockton. Now Baltazar made a 3 earlier. Attacks this time. Baltazar, the signature one-hander, good for 2. That is managed to battle back into this game. Bajío not shying away from the defense of Baltazar. It was returned to him. 3-point shot is good though for Torres.
Mentioned it after hitting that big-time basket against Ginebra. Obviously, his confidence is on an all-time high.
Jumper won't work. Put back. Will fall though for Justin Baltazar.
This is where they're going to dominate. For as long as the perimeter players will take good shots, not long rebounds, Baltazar and Arana will have an awesome advantage underneath.
First player in double digits, Justin Baltazar with 11 in the game now. Alas, creating and somehow knocking it down. finally completes the stop for the Road Warriors. This is wide open for Torres. The three is gone. Well, tough to get things running for Converge, with NLEX only turning it over 3 times in this entire game, as Alex Stockton scores on a mid-range jumper. He has 7. Quick screen provided by Fajardo. Rescreen. Bolik still well covered. Pulls the trigger anyway, and he drains it for the long 2.
What is so amazing about this guy is every time he takes a shot, there is no bad shot. It's just either a good shot or a better basket.
But he's so efficient, especially from the 2-point range, shooting at 49% from inside the arc. 10-4 run for NLEX, as Stockton has answered back. He has done everything he could to keep Converge within striking distance. Bolik inside, only hits glass. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Here in our first half, a 7-point lead for the Road Warriors. Stockton starting to cook. Another one.
That is just a difficult basket.
Comes up a bit short.
We got too excited there.
Oh, Semerad misses. Second effort is good for JB Moko, and he's putting in the work on the offensive glass. Converge in penalty here in the final 30 seconds. Another open 3 for Torres. Still perfect from the outside.
Defense is obviously allowing Baltazar getting those shots far away from the rim.
Cyrus Torres goes on the Euro step. The one-hander in traffic is good. He has 14. In the quarter, they're already suing for time, as they have not found a way to slow down Cyrus Torres in his scoring in this entire. Even though he's not smiling right now. But
during the break,
so
he was even dancing.
Still serious. Robert Bolik, tough spot, the corner. Oh my goodness, still making that shot. There's no defending
16.
that shot anymore.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, the defense was all over him, but still he was able to knock down a basket.
Alex Stockton goes on the move. Nothing there. Tip in finally falls for Justin Arana.
That is where he's going to generate a lot of points.
Yeah.
Attack the rim. After a shot is taken, be available for an offensive rebound.
Torres again left open. Oh, first miss of the matchup. That one just rolls out for him. Garcia finishes strong.
Not a lot of points generated from the fast break variety.
Find another way to get a basket.
Get closer to the rim or just be a ball mover.
Still a dozen-point lead though for the NLEX Road Warriors. Arana waiting for the double team. It comes. Deep reverse is good. He's starting to warm up now. Coming from JB Bahio, that ups their lead back up to 13.
Look at the double
triple team.
Yes.
Even against Baltazar. This is an opening for the Sean Winston. And that is exactly how you need to attack the swarming interior defense of NLEX.
The perimeter players will have clean looks, so they just have to be patient. And now another stop here. Look at Converge running. This is the strength of Baltazar. His ability to sprint down corners.
61-53. There's an opening here. Garcia misses the one-hander. Tip-in is good for Justin Arana, putting in the work here in the third quarter.
Another.
Back to Arana. Back to the post-up. And then issues a pass to Deshaun Winston, who backs it inside.
So nice to see the adjustment of Justin Arana. He's playing decoy basketball. He's scoring off the ball by offensive rebound. So better spacing, better execution for Converge.
Good defense coming from Converge as they force a miss from Bolik. Deshaun. Oh, that is stolen. Picked off completely by Matt Nieto. Matt leaves it for Robert Bolik, who hits the layup.
He will do the dirty job. He will force turnovers. He will go for steals. And the best part is, he will not force.
Fresh 14 now on the clock for the NLEX Road Warriors. Torres goes inside now to Fajardo. 4 to shoot. Torres well defended. Oh, still perfect from the outside.
5 3-pointers for Torres. The last one was probably the most difficult one because the defense was all over his face. But it's still a made basket by Sai.
Counter 3 won't work for Brian Santos. Dominic Fajardo is ahead, but Torres could not deliver the pass. Robert Bolick calling for the horns. Chooses the screen of Fajardo. Dominic on the drive. Fajardo. Oh.
Natalisod ng rain or shine. So, kailangan well-prepared itong Northport.
Especially
sa,
with NLEX wanting to tie them up at the first spot. Another bucket for Dominic Fajardo. 4 points all in this quarter.
Just a great sight to see Fajardo, who's inserted inside to do the dirty work. Defensively keeping the ball alive. Now, he has 4 points here in the third quarter.
De Los Santos trying to beat the defense of 3 defenders. The swarm was too much to overcome. Dominic Fajardo all the way.
Oh, this guy's now a superstar. 6 straight points for the Road Warriors.
Guard-to-guard ball screen action. Rescreen. Bolick freezes his defender. Fade away tray is sweet.
Difficult basket by Robert Bolick. But this is where the component of what Dom Fajardo comes into play. You're not going to see it in the stat sheet, but he was the one who kept that ball alive, giving them another opportunity to score.
New biggest lead of the matchup. 18 points with a minute and change remaining. Baltazar against a double team. Difficult shot, but he makes it nonetheless. When you have someone to swoop in and save the day like Robert Bolick in the tough situations, you're nothing. The minutes where Robert Bolick is not on the floor for NLEX, those could get testy as they get another turnover here. Converge on the push. Oh, this is wide open. JL De Los Santos makes a 3. That's a quick 5-0. Alas dribbles out. He has a big on him. It means that there's a tiny defender against Ramirez, who settled for that mid-range look when he could have taken the ball strong. Stockton, the quick drive. Stockton hangs midair and scores on the layup for the Viberxers.
8-0 run here in the fourth.
Stockton to Arana. Justin finishing, and that should result to a timeout. Viberxers will see them trim their deficit down to just 6 points thanks to that layup from Arana.
The Road Warriors to even execute their offensive sets.
Mocon steps back, finally delivers their first bucket of the matchup. He has size against Caralipio, can definitely make that shot.
Especially if he goes for that step back. Enough separation for him. 3-pointer by Alex Stockton. Now he's coming.
He is warming up now.
Oh, yes. Mr. Clutch for Converge. Scoring another basket from deep.
5-point game, 78-73. Torres of the handoff, pulls the trigger. Finally misses from downtown. Arana with a rebound. Stockton in traffic. Could not sink it. Arana, second effort is good.
Weak side rebounding. The strongest aspect in the game of Justin Arana in this game.
The flat start here in the fourth quarter, costing NLEX. Bajío gets the friendly roll. Wiggles free, Ramirez inside, hangs midair, misses. Bajío to the other side. He was stopped, 5 minutes remaining in this game. Both teams with 3 team fouls apiece here in this final quarter. The cut inside, but a block or recovery coming from Dominic Fajardo.
Spot someone who was lurking underneath, but Winston was not up to the task.
There's size advantage between Baltazar and Dominic Fajardo. Let's see if they can locate their big man. Winston attacks, bullies the defense of Cyrus Torres for 2.
That was one determined action by Shawnee Winston. Could not be denied that time. The intention and the purpose, get to the rim and score on a high percentage shot.
Semerad to Mocon, attacks baseline. JV with a power move.
Hard work paying off here for Dom Fajardo, keeping that ball alive once again for his team.
Mismatch here, 1 versus 5. 3-point shot for Bolick is sweet. Lit up when he saw Big against him. Shooting one over the defense, right between the eyes of Justin Arana. Bolick gives them some. Staying in front of Alex Stockton. 8-point game in favor of NLEXers. A switch, but a switch back on defense. Stockton wants three, in and out. Put back is gone. Sky high was MJ Garcia. From out of nowhere to a putback for Garcia, trimming their deficit down to 6. Bolick back with it. Screen provided by Dominic Fajardo. Bolick goes on the drive. Well covered. The little bump. The fadeaway J.
Big time basket from a big time player. Robert Bolick once again heeding the call to make a shot.
Arana to the corner. Baltazar. 3-point shot. He rattles it home.
Oh, just when you feel like it's going to be all over.
Will they foul?
They did
I
not.
think they will just play the quotient game and not foul anymore. No chance to win this for the Viberxers as the NLEX Road Warriors will hang on to it.